Hi, this is Dawn, Mobile Home Erling with sellthismobilehome.com. I'm at one of the homes that we have recently purchased. As you can see, it's a newer home. It's actually 2009. It's a Fleetwood. It's a double wide, it's just under 1,200 square foot, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. As you can see, the exterior of this home is in really good shape. Some of the things we look for is windows. We look at the skirting. Obviously, we look at the quality and condition of the exterior. We look at some of the curb appeal aspects that it has. This house has a lot of curb appeal. We take a look at the steps, the porch, the awnings to make sure that they're in good condition and that it's safe, as well as also meets the park's specifications. All these things so far meet the park specs. We also take a look at how close trees are. So recently those have been trimmed up to the home because that's going to affect that. The roof's in great condition. Another thing we look for is going to be whether there's AC or whether it's a swamp cooler or evaporative cooler. In some areas throughout the United States, it's dry enough that you could do an evaporative cooler. In fact, a lot of our homes typically have evaporative coolers associated with them, and normally that causes some additional issues as far as leaking and things like that within the home. So we're grateful that this one has an AC, a bit more energy efficient and also a better cooling system overall. Make sure that the hookups for utilities are in good condition because that's the park's responsibility. We don't want anything leaking. We've also checked underneath the home. We found that there were quite a few leaks. The leaks that we found came from varmint getting in there and doing their business. And so they ended up causing quite a few leaks underneath the home. So our contractor went in, took care of those, fixed those up. We also take a look at, obviously, again, on the backside porch, as well as also awnings, and then also nice size carport. This home was originally set up by the park, so it's going to be in better condition that way due to them having already set it up. Why am I showing you this? Well, what ended up happening is the situation with this home. This home's actual book value is $61,000. Book, okay? Now, book in a lot of cases does not end up offering a true value. And what I mean by book, NADA guides. So if you end up using that as your mechanism by which to evaluate the price of a home or value of a home, in a lot of cases, in a lot of markets, you're going to be off quite a bit. Market value is going to be quite a bit different. We don't have a lot of sold comps like you typically would find in traditional real estate. I do traditional real estate just as well as mobile home investing. The market value on this home, probably full value, would be about $45,000. Okay. Thing is not a lot of people are able to go get financing, and this home actually has the ability to be able to qualify for financing simply because it's a 2009, so it's within the 15-year mark. It's under 15 years, 15 years and newer. So it would qualify for financing from that standpoint. So that's another reason why we bought it, so we'd have more options to be able to get cashed out. What happened with this house is that we had a situation where the people that were living in it ended up running into some financial difficulty and couldn't pay the lot rent. Park manager referred them to us. Good portion of my conversation with them was done via text, actually, up to the point where I ended up meeting them actually around the 4th of July and talking a little bit more. So shortly after that, we ended up buying the home and ended up negotiating purchase price of $7,000. They had a situation where they originally were asking $39,000 for this home. Now, were they off? No, they were right on. The thing is, they couldn't afford to wait that long or else they would have just lost the home and the park would have gotten it. So the park actually looked to try to help them out and referred them to us, and we ended up snagging it for $7,000. We're asking right now currently $35,000 for this home. Somebody cashes us out. We'd be willing to go down to $30,000. We're asking for, if we need to do financing, we're asking for $7,000 down, $350 a month. And now normally we don't ask for that much, but we want to make sure that we get a good quality vested tenant or buyer, if you will, in this home. Okay. And we don't want just any old Joe Schmo who's going to trash it and then we'll end up getting the property back within a very short period of time and not be able to recoup our initial investment. So as you can see, just qualities of the home, things I look for. Vaulted ceilings, really, really nice. We've also gone through and painted it. So this is fresh paint. As you can see, there's a paint can, and we actually protected the laminate in the front entry with that. We have carpet that we're going to be putting in here. Obviously, we tore that up. It was pretty bad, stinky. So we mostly have done a lot of carpet. We're going to be doing flooring as well as also paint with the home. As you can see, here's another bedroom. Pretty decent sized bedroom. It's got a nice walk-in closet. That one's been painted. The floors in the home, in the common areas, are going to be laminate. As you can see with this, we've got nice vaulted ceilings, nice sized bedroom. That one also has a nice walk-in closet. We have a nice hallway bath, nice cabinet finishes. It's not the highest quality cabinets, but it's in decent shape. We put new commodes in, new faucets in the home. Here's the kitchen, more laminate. Stove stayed with. Stainless steel fridge is like basically brand new. Dishwasher still works. We put a new faucet in there. We had a little bit of a leak underneath, so we took care of that. We also have a laundry room. So it's got a decent amount of storage in this home, which is a rare commodity. They've gotten better as they've evolved in the industry. Obviously, our furnace needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but decent condition. You can also see that the box with these newer homes, there we go, we can get the focus a little bit for you. 100 amp. The thing that's nice is that it's higher amps, so it can actually function as a modern day house. Plus also the other benefit is that it is not aluminum wiring. A lot of the older homes used to have aluminum wiring, which we all know has a tendency to catch on fire. Here's the master, complete opposite side. A lot of people love the split floor plan. Vaulted ceilings. You've got a walk-in closet that's really huge. The master bath is a pretty decent size. We put in a new sink on there, new vanity. Sorry, new faucet, not vanity. Vanity stayed intact. That's a nice soaking tub. It's not a jacuzzi tub, but soaking tub with surround. We put in brand new commodes. Normally that's what we put in. And then you also have a nice little pantry, or linen closet, I should say, sitting right there. All in all, what you can see is that we've only had to do a minimal work to this home in order to be able to get it ready. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll let, on higher end homes like this, we'll let the individual who's going to be buying choose their, within reason, choose their flooring that they're going to put into the home. They've got a specific budget that they need to stay within, and we put that in. Obviously, we don't put the highest grade in. We normally do a thicker pad, thinner carpet, and install it that way. This home's probably going to end up costing us, as far as flooring, carpet flooring, probably around $800, $900 to install it in all the bedrooms, this area, and then in the master bedroom. So this is just a little bit more of a details as to the projects that we're currently doing, how we structure our deals, how we evaluate them. Just another mobile home project from Don Mobile Home Erling with sellthismobilehome.com. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about how to invest in mobile homes yourself, please feel free to go to sellthismobilehome.com/premium. There I have a training program. You'll be able to gain access to a training program that I personally put together. You basically get to look at over my shoulder, if you will, as to how I've done the business. I've been in the industry for over 10 years, various different aspects of the mobile home industry, as well as also traditional real estate for over 20 some odd years. So I definitely know a lot about real estate, as well as also making money with investment properties. Would love to be able to share my knowledge with you and give you an opportunity to be able to change your future and give you a little bit more opportunities with a smaller amount of money invested to be able to make a large return. In fact, a lot of our properties we're making anywhere between 36%. I think that's our worst deal, 36% return or even higher. So I'd love to be able to share some of those experiences with you and opportunities. Go to sellthismobilehome.com/premium to learn more. Thank you and have a great day.